So inspiration was always there to work on alternate air conditioning technologies. The main idea behind that was very big sections of urban poor that we have in our cities. It is almost impossible for them to buy air conditioners, and with the increased use of air conditioning by the elites of the society, especially in cities, the people who don't have anything to do with cooling with heating the earth are kind of facing the brunt. Even through our findings, we have noted that the temperatures of the rooftops, they touch around 60-70 degrees if the outside temperatures are like 40-45, and it's completely unbearable to stay in these spaces during the day. That's where the idea, the motivation was. One of the cheapest solutions that we kind of thought about is to take recycled water bottles, just to fill up waters in them and to just stick it on the rooftop. You can imagine say for example 200 square feet roof having 200 of these bottles.
So that is a community library here. The organization Hasrudala, they are our local partners, our NGO partners here. So Hasrudala runs that library for the kids here. Now this solution that you see is water-filled PET bottles. So this works on this principle of thermal mass of water. So what happens is water absorbs all the heat through the day and does not let the heat pass through the roof. And in the night, because the surrounding is cooler, the cool air also cools the bottles down. So one thing is, we have lined it with a tarpaulin sheet just to ensure that even if one of the water bottle breaks, it does not go into the roof, because some of these roofs also have cracks. So we didn't want to add into their agony already. So that's the reason we have lined it with a tarpaulin sheet and we've stuck these water bottles.
Another idea is to make these rooftop gardens. So just put soil, seeds in them and just let the plants bloom, so that it will give the roof shading in two ways. First being the soil itself, and the second being when the greenery grows to a degree where the entire surface is covered with lush plants and all, it will again provide a second layer of shading. So that's how it's supposed to work, and that's one of the most successful solutions that we have implemented. A third one is a bit technical in nature. The concept is, it's called radiant barrier and night sky radiation. So the concept is that during the daytime we just block the sun rays to hit the rooftop, so it kind of acts as an insulator, and during the night time we just open that contact and the roof gets exposed to the sky for it to cool down. So it's again a two-way process. Those are the three main concepts that we kind of played with.
In the beginning, I think there was this little hesitation also, right? Like it was, okay, these people are talking about doing something. Now, do I be that, scapegoat or the first person to volunteer to do this? So we did see a lot of people kind of hesitating, that few of them went around to say that, no madam, we'll go as a part of phase 2. So we did this in two phases. In phase 1, we worked on 5 houses. This happened in November and December of last year, and the phase 2 happened in this April, May-ish. So during the first phase, there was a lot of hesitation and people opted to go to second phase. But in the phase 1, when they saw that actually work is being done, it was not just talk and people are actually doing something on the roof, then we saw more people coming back and asking us that when you will do it in our house, when you will do it in our house. So we saw that also. And certain things now, after the certain solutions have been installed, here at least we have installed 4 different kind of solutions. Now few of the solutions we have received feedback like it is better for them in a way.
The first and foremost challenge is that whatever we have designed, it is designed with a set of houses in a set community in mind. This will need some modifications once we move to different sets of houses, different localities, different communities, different weather conditions, etc. The other challenge is to come up with, I would say, is for the uptake of these solutions. So in our project, we had this idea of coming up with the designs and having everything in place and giving it to a women's cooperative who can kind of take this forward. Like, for example, I would like to mention this, the work that Mahila Housing Trust have done. We have kind of also communicated to them. We have taken guidance from them, etc. So they have implemented this whole women's cooperative thing that in the long term they would be the ones who would be driving the project, especially the uptake part of it in those communities. The financial models, the women's cooperative, etc., is something that we are still kind of working on. There will always be some challenges depending on the weather conditions. Like, for example, we have done these installations in Pune and Bangalore. For these installations to work in, so for example, somewhere like Mumbai or Chennai, we are of course sure that these would not work because they're like more humid conditions which come into the picture, and there we'll have to work more with ventilation solutions rather than these passive design solutions, etc.
Few of the solutions which are static, like one wood wool panel house and one static alufoil, where we just didn't make it dynamic. So these solutions that you see are dynamic. Few of them are also static solutions. So the people who had static solutions did have this feedback saying that they are feeling more stuffy inside because the air trapped in is not having a way to go out. Our major intention of this project has always been that there is no point of, once the heat is entered in, no point using a fan or an air conditioner to pull that heat out. The whole point is to not let that heat come in at all. That's the reason our focus was to put over roof solutions and make it dynamic so that it also does not allow the heat to go in. Similarly, when we are able to open it up, the heat trapped inside is also able to escape out. So that definitely is a learning for us, and the feedback has reconfirmed our assumptions already that static solutions will not work, but we still wanted to do it because we wanted to see how temperature and humidity changes will be there. So we have measured all of that through sensors as well, and static solutions are proving to be stuffy.
In this project only, the next phase that we have here is to again experiment or pilot in 2 more cities, one of which is Chennai and other of which is Coimbatore. So in Chennai and Coimbatore, we will be again piloting into 8 other houses where we will come across a new set of challenges, especially weather-wise, house structure-wise, etc., etc.
It has been a completely collaborative approach. So we don't believe in top-down approach or a prescriptive approach where we just tell them that this is it, this is how it is. We've been interacting with them for more than over a year. Where we first came, we introduced ourselves. We just took like a household survey just to tell them that this is what we do, and would you be interested in joining us for a listening workshop. So the school over there, that's where we used to have all our workshops. So first we started off with a listening workshop where we listened to their issues in all these 3 seasons, which was summer, winter and rainy. So we listened to their issues, and then we told them that our major focus is to look at heat stress in informal settlements. So this is what we intend to do, and these are the solutions we've come up with. So all the models that you are likely seeing here, we made like a working model, a 3 feet into 3 feet model of all these solutions. So we brought it to the community and we called that workshop as a participatory design workshop, where we showcased the entire 6 solutions before them, and we told them what each solution does, and we also asked for design feedback from them, what they think of this particular solution. Will it work, will it not work, what are certain issues they see. So we asked for all of this, and we also integrated that in the design. And once that was done, we then brought it back to them saying, okay, these were some of the feedbacks we got and this is how it will look now, so shall we go ahead. So it has been a collaborative approach that way.